Alright, here we go. Part 14, for real this time. Dang! That move is really good. Alright. So yeah, I did just play through the first like 5 minutes here. But so I'm gonna start over again. Here we go.
It was me. But we're gods. We can do whatever we want.
Turn away, boy.
That's what I said to your mother, right before I gave it to her.
It wasn't me. I couldn't have done that.
Do not dwell on those thoughts. Not here.
Yeah.
We must keep moving.
Yeah.
See, but Atreus did do that. So he doesn't remember doing that. And so he has multiple personality schizophrenia, apparently.
Ed, what was that?
Not just the old and sick come to Helheim, so do the criminals. Hell must not draw a distinction between us and those whom these visions are meant to torture.
How do we stop it?
Escape hell, as soon as possible.
Yeah, we crossed.
I'm not gonna let it bother me. Like you said, Mimir, it was just an illusion. I wasn't me.
But it is who you have become of late.
Look, I know I got us into this, but I'll get us out. Whoever I am.
I will get us out. You will follow orders.
But maybe that's not who I am.
It had better be. Now focus.
Yeah. Well. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah, big dude. Chaos Flame, baby. 8,500 hack silver for that? I can't see. We can whittle out his armor if we stay close and dodge his strikes, but when he charges up his sword for an overhead strike, we gotta move, yeah. It lights up red. This guy. So this thing we move up here so that we can go back to where we just destroyed that bramble and jump across to get the item. I don't need anything in those jars right now. Oh, nice. Spartan Rage. Oh, nice. Okay. These guys are really easy to beat one-on-one, but when they're grouped up.
I think I see Baldur up ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Baldur.
No. No, I would never
Stay out of sight.
Listen.
You had no right.
Yeah, Hell's messing with him too. He's seeing the
your mother.
illusions of his
no
past.
right, Rich. I can't taste. I can't smell. I can't even feel the temperature of this room. Feasting, drinking, women. It's all gone.
You'll never
Gone.
feel pain again. Death has no power over you now. You would rather die?
Never feel again? Yes. Yes. I would rather die. Yes. Take it away.
I can't.
Please. Please. Please take it away.
It doesn't work like that. Son, trust me, in time, you will thank me. You will thank me.
Come on. You know. Yes. I won't. Ruin my life.
Honey, we can figure this out, I promise. Trust me, I know how to...
I can't fix it. Come on. Do it! Do it! Do it. Come on!
Couldn't do it.
Coward. I never want to see you again. Never. What you did to me. What you did to me! Ah! 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 I'm a coward.
Freya is his mother. Why did you keep this from us, Head?
Would you believe it slipped my mind?
I would not.
I'm at a loss. I assure you have no reason to keep such a thing a secret.
There's the boat. We will speak more of this soon.
Well, I mean... Yeah, I mean... That sucks. Alright, but I saw a treasure chest in there. I mean, killing her is not going to make you feel any better, and it's not going to make you feel any pain. Or, I mean, it's not going to make you, the spell she cast on you to make you not feel pain or anything else, for that matter, go away. Nice. Here we go. Alright, killing the nightmares first. Whoa, that was way more effective than I thought it was going to be. Whoa, there's a lot more over here than I thought there'd be.
Who's that?
We must hurry.
Yeah, we must get out of here, because that was Zeus. That was clearly Zeus. And we don't want any of that right now. Okay, so that's clearly the way to go. So this must be just side secret stuff over here. Okay, so this is where I got to earlier when I was playing, and this started over. So I didn't see any of those letters anywhere. Of those runes, I should say. They're not called letters. Not sure where this goes. Probably right here. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, there's one. Curious. How do I get in it? From behind? I didn't see a spot where there's an opening right there. Okay. That's clever. I like that. Well, let's go up the thing first before I go moving it back. Okay, I saw this from across the way earlier. So we got that now. That's it? Just some hack silver? Like, I should be more grateful, but I have so much hack silver that doesn't even matter. Okay, there's one. So the second one is probably over here somewhere. Alright, let's go back up this thing. I kind of feel like one would have been up here, right? Oh, it is right there. Nice. That's where I was thinking. Okay, so then now... this one we gotta kind of put in front of that hole. And then go up it. Like that. Okay, is that okay, so there's one more. I probably missed it. That's my guess. I bet you that's supposed to be the last one. I bet. No, nice. That was so sick. That's the first time I've done that move, and that was like the best time to ever use it.
Not entirely sure this is seaworthy.
She will do.
It'll work. It floats, yeah.
Give me space to work.
It's just a bunch of...
What can I do?
You have done enough.
Yeah, we're mad at you right now, man. Oh, there's a wheel right here.
The sails are intact.
Great. Just bear in mind this boat can only take us part of the way. Tyr's temple is near the top of a tremendous waterfall, which, sadly, we are downstream. That means even if we get there intact, we'd still need to sail up a waterfall somehow.
The Vanir built the greatest ship that ever was, and it can fly.
Skifbotnir? Yeah, because it was designed to fly. This was not.
Nevertheless, this is the boat we have. Who named
Iceberg. Oh shit.
And perhaps the biggest iceberg I've ever seen.
At least the fire's making heat. What now?
Yeah, this looks like I turned this thing. Yep.
Chopping it? So now the sails are loose?
Just watch.
I feel like I should grab the sails myself.
You're pulling the sails down? But how are they gonna catch the wind?
The heat from the fire. Yeah, now we're flying. How about that?
Hey, the heat from the fires. We're actually floating.
Like a hot air balloon.
And we're stuck.
Not for long. Stay with the boat.
I can't believe it.
Leaving him
Just made a
alone?
huge sky lantern.
I don't think that's very smart. Alright. Ooh, what do we got here? A legendary enchantment increases all burn damage inflicted by 25%. Let's go. So, there's a way to get around there. I'm not sure how, so I gotta get through there. That's what I gotta figure out. Done. That was easy. Light rune attack. A spinning attack that hits all enemies along its path. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't like that one at all.
Wait for me there.
So how do we get off of this one then?
Atreus,
I can help?
together now.
We did it! We're free! We are going to get out of here.
Grace me, Father. It is time to end this.
Yes, my son. It is time.
No,
It's that voice again. Do you know who that is?
I do not know.
Oh boy.
Hold on!
Where the heck did you come from? I love knocking him off the edges. Nice. Peace. Where are they going? Oh, they're dousing the fire. Nice. Whoa, an anchor came flying. Wait, what's happening here?
Harpoon! I will free us!
I can't free us while this guy's attacking me. One hit we've got to take. I can't do anything about it right now. Okay, now I can. What if this eagle decided to attack me or something? Why isn't it doing anything? That's my question.
How's the fire staying lit?
Would you believe magic?
Or those blades?
So much hack silver. I've gotten like 100,000 hack silver. On this trip. More still? Let's go. Nice.
Fire's out! One die!
More anchors.
Wow, the boat's been harpooned!
Oh man, there's so many guys.
Father, don't step out onto the bow. They'll break up.
But we need to lose that harpoon!
Okay. Okay, I think I got all the things. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. This is the bridge, we're here.
It is time, my son. Look around at what you have done.
Here we go.
Come on, we gotta go!
You saw.
There's no time, look!
Jesus Christ.
I have a plan! Jump!
That's your plan? Quick thinking there, Atreus. Freaking Kratos is losing it for a second there.
That was your plan? You're both cracked!
We are leaving this realm. Now.
As long as we didn't wreck our way back.
Right in the middle. Oops. Well, that wasn't...
This is Odin's. I'd recognize his atrocious taste anywhere.
Look at that!
Oh, there's
It's
the middle
missing
piece.
panel about here. Odin must have stolen it. But why?
Because it shows
He
him a good way.
always has his reasons. Might I have a look? Well, this is most unexpected.
Why? What does it mean?
I haven't the foggiest. Isn't that unexpected?
Head.
Look, clearly that's Tyr. Traveling somehow. Perhaps magically. But what's that to do with the giants that they should devote a shrine to it? I'm afraid that
See
is
the symbol
none
in the top right
too
corner?
clear.
What are those runes in the corners?
Not runes. Symbols.
Symbols
from
from
different
different lands.
They mean...
War.
Kratos knows. War.
How do you...
This one I know too well.
I'm Greek.
Oh.
His eyes. They are jewels. Like yours.
No doubt signifying the gift of sight the giants granted us. Give me a closer look. Interesting. Very interesting.
What is that?
Secret plans concealed by Tyr so none could access but him. And those few others the giants trusted. And right under Odin's nose, ho ho ho! I did promise I'd get you to Jotunheim.
What do you mean, Head? You said we were out of options.
Don't you see, brother? Odin never gave up hope, and neither should we. He knew there was a clue in here, but we're the ones who found it. These plans are for a key to some chamber Tyr's kept hidden. I don't know where it's leading or what we'll find, but it's a path.
How do we make this key?
I suggest we ask a dwarf.
So that must
That
middle
symbol
pen.
on the temple door. It's a bunch of runes together. Peace, unity, hope, other things too.
Tyr's own design. He made this door himself.
Why is it in hell though? That's my question. But Yeah, so this must be him traveling to other realms and other foreign lands, and he came to visit the God of War. He came to visit us. I mean, he was obviously there. That's why in Tyr's vault, he had souvenirs from the land that I'm from. Because he went there and obviously they knew him and made friends with him because he's a good dude. And gave him some stuff, including a urn of me.
I think this is where
God
Odin
of
brought
War.
all his best clues about Jotunheim.
The missing tower. The search for any trace of Jotunheim Tower remains fruitless. Not only in Midgard, but in all realms in which the tower once stood. There is now only a mystic echo of what was. Had it been destroyed, well, some remnant would remain. But this magical vestige suggests magical means. It must exist somewhere. Our horde of loyal spies continues to grow. I cannot doubt someday we will find it wherever it may be hidden. Odin. Ooh, something gold. Epic enchantment bonus to all stats. Okay. Equipping that. Let's go. Really good. Glad I didn't skip that and I went back there. Terrific. Yeah, so Tyr is the Norse mythology god of war, and he tries to prevent war and shit because he's like a good dude. He traveled. Vamir said that he traveled all the lands to get to know cultures better and get to know different people better, in order to understand how to keep and maintain peace rather than going to war all the time. Odin didn't want that though. Odin is the asshole. He wanted to conquer.
Boy. Before, when you saw...
I didn't see anything.
No, we gotta...
You did not see me with someone. An old man.
What old man?
Good kid.
Can we go?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of gotta talk about it now, Kratos. And he literally saw the moment at the end of God of War 3 where we're just beating
let's get back
Zeus.
to Midgard and see about making that key. Where's that dwarf?
Called him father, so he knows. Hey, welcome back. I hope shopping went well. I basically just finished up Helheim, and I'm on my way out of Helheim, and I'm going to see a dwarf to help me make a key to get to Jotunheim. I didn't run into Baldur in Helheim, though. I thought I was going to run into Baldur. But I didn't. I'm a little surprised by that.
Marrowhead. Why did you not tell us Baldur is the son of Freya?
He is! It's shocking every time I hear it, and yet obviously I know it. When I think about Baldur and Freya...
The mayor?
Yes, lad.
Freya.
How's that, brother?
Ed, tell me Baldur's vulnerability.
Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Wait, what is happening?
He is bewitched not to speak of what he knows.
I am? I am! Oh, that's it precisely. I wonder how long that's been so. Since she had my head at her mercy, or back when I figured out Baldur's weakness.
Lemire,
Yes, lad?
you just said you figured out Baldur's weakness.
Did I? But Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Enough. This means there is a way. If he troubles us again, we will find it.
That's awesome. And no, one thing I do want to point out is that we never saw Baldur in the time that we had the runes on our neck, which I think is interesting, because when we first met Freya, she put the rune on our neck, and then we lost the rune on our neck in Tyr's Vault, and not too long after, we ran into Baldur for the second time. So I think the runes that we had on our neck was just to keep us away from Baldur, or Baldur to keep him away from us. Or hello, Mr. Brock.
Can you make it?
Is it a weapon? Armor? Or likewise an instrument of war, of which I'm a master at shaping? No? Then forget it. Even if I wanted to make such an insignificant gewgaw, I'm liable to chink my tools working on something so delicate and ladylike.
Then shield it. Pattern weld the item with scap slag. Keep the layers thin. Alternate the overlay.
Okay, smart guy. And where do you propose to find a lump of quality scap slag? Last time I saw one, I could still get rigid down south. Shut your mouth, is that... Where did you...
I had to get my hands dirty.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's
Skip,
do
scap.
this.
What? You're fine with working on something that's not a weapon?
Oh, hell, why not? What? I can grow too.
Oh, watch
Okay.
the spine. Keep your wrist loose.
No, you keep your wrist loose. Yeah, I need more heat here.
Coming up. You gonna temper that steel longer?
You don't need to. I triple quenched it with Drago oil.
See, how inventive and sanitary. You clever little beaver. Never too late to learn a new trick, is it?
Look at you two,
No,
working
it's
together.
not. Yeah.
Trace as happy as a clam.
Here it is.
Nope. Don't forget this. Oh, quit your grinning. It's downright unsettling.
It's just nice to see you together. But now the rune on your brand looks different.
Yeah, price of reforging something what broke.
I knew it. You two love each other.
Oh, cut it out, Princess. You're gonna get me all weepy.
I like the new one better. Don't you?
We have work to do.
Atreus, you owe Sindri an apology. You were never mean to Brock. You were mean to Sindri. You got gloves on, man. Shake his hand. All right.
My brother and me got a new project, now that we're on speaking terms.
Okay.
What do you want?
With the whetstone and hammer you've retrieved for us, Brog and I can construct the Dvegrahiker, dwarven armor of legend.
We
Right.
just need 3 more mythical ingredients before we set to hammering.
Which are...
Dunno. Armor's pure legend, and the details is fuzzier than a wolver's butthole.
You expect us to find parts from a legend?
Oh, Motsognir the Dwarf King found 2 of them. Everyone knows that. But when he went looking for the 3rd...
Poof! He vanished. Maybe he'll find some clues at his stronghold in Konunsgard.
And looky here. A Koningsgard entry stone. It's got your name on it. How fucking strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it right now. So this must be the one that I went into and
The
found already.
stronghold's northwest of here, behind the Svartalfheim Realm Tower.
Large stone structure, creepy atmosphere. You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah, because it was like the one place I ran
The
into that I
Huldra
couldn't get
brothers,
into.
back in action again. Oh, I can't wait to get started.
Never think I'd see such a day we was back to building as a duo. But it feels right, especially for this. Been so used to building on my own all these years, almost forgot how dang useful an extra pair of hands is.
I forgot how much easier it is to smelt scap slag with someone else gauging the temperature.
This'll be our best work yet. Just need a little help from you lot.
Okay, so Blades of Chaos upgrade.
Blades is gonna sing now.
Okay, so now
What else were we talking about?
Of course, yeah. But you missed a lot of fighting and stuff like that, so that's pretty much all you missed. You didn't really miss a ton of story stuff. So that's good.
Now we just need to figure out what door this key opens.
So now, both my viewers are back. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna head up. Oops, I hate it when I do that. Yep. Yeah, we're heading over here. So let's go to the Valkyrie's High Council first, and then we'll go up to this one. Hail to the king, baby.
Mimir, why did you say Tyr felt responsible for what Odin did to the giants?
There was an incident shortly
Oh,
after
there's that
the closing
dragon.
of Mjolnir, when Tyr arranged a diplomatic meeting between Odin and the giant kings. Well, this was when the Long War was young, and victory was still a thing dreamed of, and the Jotnar might have tipped the balance between Aesir and Vanir. Odin had persuaded Tyr that the hammer was merely a deterrent, a means to broker peace from a position of strength. Tyr was hopeful to convince all parties they would prosper best through peace. He knew the giants were deeply concerned about the hammer, a super weapon in hands they did not trust. But they trusted Tyr.
No, that looks dead to me.
Tyr always believed the best in people, and taking Odin at his word in his desire for peace, he brought the Raven King to Jotunheim. From there, things unravelled quickly. The giants anticipated Odin's trickery and exposed his true agenda to spy and steal their secret wisdom. With magics, they expelled Odin from their realm and cursed him never to return. Frustrated, Odin visited his fury upon the giants of Midgard. Thor unleashed Mjolnir's might upon any giant he could find. None could stand against the tide of slaughter that followed. And at last, it seems, with Tyr's aid, they retreated. The tower disappeared, no giants could be found in Midgard, and no man nor god has set foot in Jotunheim since.
Dang, that was a long story. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could get up to the dragon. Okay, yeah, I can get to the dragon. Oh shit, can I do something with this? Oh! I got a dragon's tear. Oh. Okay. That's so sad. This asshole game. Why does it gotta make me feel like that? It's so awesome talking to him.
Brock and Sindri were able to work out their differences.
Yeah, me
They
too.
are twice as irritating.
I think it's nice to see them trust each other again.
Oh yeah, I was going to, I'm going over, where am I? I don't even know where I am right now. Okay, I'm going over here. Okay, that makes sense.
Mimir, you never told us what Magni and Modi had to do with Hrungnir.
Oh yes! Well, what happened after Hrungnir fell slain upon Thor was that nobody in the court could get the stone body off of him. Thor was no use at this point, his brain rattled, his breath shallow, but none of Odin's men were nearly strong enough to help. Then enter little Magni and Modi, no taller than shrubs. And while nobody but myself was looking, they flipped over Hrungnir's corpse and freed their father. Magni, being blonder, got all the credit, and Modi remained bitter about it from that day to the end, which I don't need to tell you about.
Yeah, Norse is awesome. It's really hard to find a straight story, though. Why is there a troll over here?
Okay, here we go!
Ooh, nice one. Nice. Yeah, tore him up. Ooh, nice. What'd I get? Light runic attack, massive shock waves that sends enemies flying back. Dang, that's really cool. Let's see. Alright, let's see what the bestiary has to say. Mother never mentioned this troll. Guess he never did anything special to earn an interesting bedtime story, and now he never will. Alright, the Death Eater troll. He was cool looking. That's one of the coolest trolls I've seen. Let's get up here.
This is it, right? The rock stool?
Aye, lad. The Council of Valkyries.
The Valkyries are of Valhalla, are they not?
Glad to see you're paying attention, brother. You are correct. Valhalla, the great hall of the Einherjar, is their home within Asgard. While there, they are subject to the scrutiny of the All-Father himself. And relations between the Valkyries and Odin were tense during my tenure as his advisor.
Why?
Well, that's an even longer story, lad. For now, why don't we look around for some clues?
Okay. So... like Dark Souls 3. Place the ashes on the thrones.
Who's that?
Oh, I can talk to her?
Come here. Who is she?
Gunnar, Mistress of War. After any conflict, big or small, she would be first on the scene, sussing out the worthy spirits for a free trip.
Gunnar, Mimir of Gunnar, said of Gunnar, Mistress of War, after any conflict, big or small, she would be first on the scene, sussing out the worthy spirits for a free trip to Valhalla. A gruesome task, but she took great pride in it. Her judgment of the fallen was unparalleled and an invaluable resource to Odin. She was one of his favorites.
To Valhalla. A gruesome task, but she took great pride in it.
Any conflict. Impossible.
It's true. She had help from her sisters, of course, but Gunnar was always first to arrive. Her judgment of the fallen was unparalleled, and an invaluable resource to Odin. She was one of his favorites.
Oh, okay, so the book literally just said, the journal just said the same exact thing as he did. This one that kicked my ass a few times.
This is none other than Geirdriful, the Master of Arms in Valhalla, responsible for arming and training Odin's Einherjar.
His what?
His army come Ragnarok. The entire reason Valhalla exists, you see. The Einherjar wait in the Great Hall endlessly, feasting, drinking, and fornicating themselves silly. Once Ragnarok begins, Odin calls them into service to fight on his behalf. Geirdriful had her hands full training that lot.
Interesting. Okay. That was funny. Okay. So those are the only two I've killed. So that's it. So that's fun. Cool. Good shit. King's Hollow.
Hey, if I'm a god,
Don't go that
maybe I
way.
can fly.
No, 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 no.
No! Gods too must stay on the path, I promise you.
I'm confused. I always heard that Baldur's mother was Frigg.
Aye, Frigg. Well, that's more of a pet name, you see. It means beloved, something Odin called Freya after they wed. Out of affection at first, or so I like to believe. As things turned sour, it became a way to manipulate the truth.
How so?
Odin didn't want Freya, a Vanir goddess, getting credit for anything in Asgard. So anything worthy she accomplished was attributed to Frigg.
Like being Baldur's mother.
That's right. Freya was Baldur's mother all along.
Freaking Mimir. Frigg was Freya all along. Okay. Baldur's mother, Odin's wife. It's so hard to imagine her with the Acer gods. I've seen it with my own eyes now. I totally forgot that I upgraded my Chaos Blades to level 4. So a Spear of Chaos attack creates a minor fire explosion on contact, inflicting burn damage. Nice. While aiming, hold R2 to charge the Blades of Chaos even further and release a powerful elemental slashing, inflicting burn fire. Oh, really? Yeah, I've always thought Odin as cruel. But this game takes it, you know, this lore takes it to all the levels of cruelty. Like, he is like the worst of the worst. But maybe you're thinking like Marvel Thor. He's kind of nice, at least what they show. But I'm sure he's a bad dude too.
Sir, it says, "Glory to Motsignir, the Dwarf King. May his reign be long, prosperous, and filled with peace."
Oh, okay. I've never watched the 100. Motsognir's throne. After many winters, the stronghold of Konungsgard is complete. Motsognir has invited all citizens to attend the grand ceremony in the throne room. There we await the calming words of our king, who promises everlasting safety and prosperity. This new land is even more fertile than Vethergard, and with Regin as our stalwart sentry, we fear not from the Reavers, Dark Elves, or any malevolent force. The reign of King Motsognir is truly blessed by Tyr himself. All hail the Dwarf King, protector of man. Huh? Sounds like they actually liked the Dwarf King. The people in Vethergard sure didn't. I wonder what changed. I think the Dwarf King is Thor. I could be wrong.
Greetings, and welcome to Konungsgard.
Thanks, man. Look at the world serpent.
Whoa. Look, it's another dragon.
I see it, boy.
Chain. I hope we can find the binding shrines. This place is huge.
Oh, hey, a crow. I haven't seen a crow in... Oh, Jesus Christ! Friggin' scared the hell out of me. Alright. That's only the second one I've ever come across where they come popping out of the chest like that.
One more to go.
Nice.
Number 2. This place is even bigger than Vethergard.
Yes. The Dwarf King's reach appears vast.
Wonder what happened to him.
It is a great mystery, even amongst the sons of Ivaldi. Motsognir's behaviour before his disappearance grew increasingly erratic.
Why?
The Devegrathika, the very armour you find yourself searching for. Though he found 2, I'd wager his failure to find the 3rd ingredient drove him to madness.
Yep. Ow. Man, that guy hurt me a lot.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now I'm gonna free the dragon. You got this. You're free.
Look out there.
Yeah! Epic enchantment. High vert activation chant. Grants boost strength. And a burst of health when Kratos just drops critically low. Nice. Got a dragon's tear. Free all the dragons. Crow? No, Baldur's dragon's totally dead. Reagan was captured by the Dwarf King and forced to act as a sentry of Conan's guard. He's not very good at it. There are monsters everywhere. I guess that's what happens when you force a dragon to stand guard against his will. The Dwarf King must have wanted to capture these dragons for a different purpose, yeah. He just wanted to keep them as trophies. Got the other stone.
Come here. Why did the Dwarf King want this armor so badly? What's so special about it?
There are many legends behind the Dve Grathikar. A suspicious amount of legends, which makes confirming anything about this particular armor difficult. But the one constant among them is the ability of the armor to offer ultimate protection. A useful attribute for an unpopular king, you see.
Yet this plagued land is all that remains of him. This is why you do not trust legends, boy.
Well, what can you trust?
Yourself, your eyes, your instincts.
Still won't open? Looks like we need 3.
Focus up!
Strong here. Keep your guard up.
We're in. Okay. Here we go. Huh. It's kind of run down in here.
What did you expect?
I don't know. Less ruin, I guess? Maybe the throne room's in better shape.
Here, boy. Another one.
Star Gather. Wow. That's a lot of arms.
That's fair to say.
6, 7, 8? Could he shoot 4 bows
Gilgamesh.
at once?
More of a swordsman. He did only have the 2 eyes.
It looks like Thor cut him down to size.
It's what he does.
That's what he does. Till he meets me. Alright, what do I got? Epic Enchantment increase all the rate of permafrost elimination by 7%. Nice. That crow was really hard to see. You could only hear him.
Do you hear that?
No. What do you hear, boy?
Crying. And screams.
Crying.
Large crowd of people.
Just old spirits, I suppose.
They're getting louder. They sound almost like... Helllock!
Oh shit. Oh, it's Hellwalkers, okay.
Hellwalkers.
Yeah, it sure was.
Hey, look at this. A blood trail.
Ooh, a blood trail. My favorite. Holy heck, Silver Mama! Rare blades. Bomb a low activation chance to grant health birth on a successful kill. I think that's what I have, isn't it? What do I have equipped? Gives us strength on successful kill? Yeah, I'd much rather have health burst on successful kill. But man, it lowers my stats like crazy, yeah, because I haven't leveled it up at all. So I'll level that up and then I'll put it on. Okay. Blood trail, wow. Alright. It's a lot of blood.
There's a passage behind this throne.
A secret passage.
Well, wouldn't be a proper throne room without a secret passage.
Yeah. Holy blood.
Maldsignir.
That's him? So that's the Dwarf King, okay. Mosignir, the Dwarf King, one of the sons of Ivaldi. He ruled over humans both in Vethergard and Konungsgard. He was a good king at first, but then he started having dreams about the people dying. For some reason, he thought forcing them to hunt deadly beasts was the way to save them. He captured 3 dragons to harvest their fury, killed innocent people to harvest their screams, and was then killed by those very same people that when they returned as Hellwalkers. That created ultimate sacrifice. We can use these 3 ingredients to create some kind of legendary armor. Okay, well...
Look here.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
A king's last words. Tragic that my failure becomes apparent as the life flows out of me. The gods came to me as I slept and demanded retribution for my father's actions in Niflheim. My people, they who entrusted me to keep them safe. Ever damned night. Visions of them mangled by all manner of beasts. Only I could protect them, and only through building the Dragasar. I captured every deadly beast I could find and set to building myth. Okay. The dreams were very clear about the first 2 ingredients, Dragon's Fury and Screams of the Innocent. Though many were sacrificed capturing the innocents. Screams were far worse than I ever imagined. All of it was for the greater good. Of the 3rd ingredient, my dreams were vague. Ultimate sacrifice is all they would say. I hope that forfeiting my morality during this damn search would be enough. Now I see it... was my own sacrifice that was required. Like my father before me, I've been such a fool. Yeah, I was hiccuping and stopping my hiccups, and then I had to burp, and I had to keep myself from doing that. So yeah, a lot of things happened in that moment. But yeah, okay. Well, now I got all the ingredients to make this legendary ultimate awesome armor, so let's do it.
Pulled from him. Those must be the 3 mythical ingredients Brock was talking about.
I can say with utmost certainty that I've never laid eye on a stranger set of objects in my life.
How are Brock and Cinder supposed to build with... whatever they are?
Don't count the dwarves out, lad. They're right pricks, but they're resourceful. Brock's made an unbreakable chain out of little more than a cat's footstep and bird spit.
That doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's the legend. If you wanted sense, you shouldn't be talking to a severed head.
That's a really good point. Prometheus Flame, heavy runic attack, a deadly slam attack that creates a small tear under up to 4 enemies before summoning a large pillar of flame beneath them. That sounds awesome. What? Yeah. Okay. Upgrade. Doubles the number of the possible 8 enemies. Upgrade. And equip. Yep. Done. Easy. Yeah, let's put that one on. Give it an upgrade. Greatly increase the burn damage inflicted and the radius of the explosion. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I just completely switched out my shit. So now I have this one. That's awesome. And now I have this one. Yeah, that's way more awesome and intense. Oh. Man, this place is freaking still going, dude. This place is huge. Okay, so where's the third one? Okay, so the third one is going to be behind. Does it stop? Okay. Okay, and then this one probably spins. Yep. Yeah! I didn't think I was gonna get them all.
I wonder what this place looked like in better times.
Konungsgard was a beautiful land in its heyday, before the Dwarf King's obsession poisoned his mind.
How could he let that happen?
The dwarf blindly trusted in the legend and pursued it without thought to the consequences. This is the result.
Trust is a gamble. Like you said. And the Dwarf King lost.
Give me something hard, let's go. Oh shit. Nice, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, is that all of them? Tore those guys up. They were level 7s too. So they were no slouches. Okay, pure essence of the realms. Dust of the realms. Nice, there's only 6 more of those left. There it is. I knew I heard it. I don't know how I missed that one when I was getting this chest. Alright, am I ready to go back to the main quest? I think so. Let's go see if I can actually make this dwarven armor.
Why do you have Bifrost crystals in your eyes?
A loving gift from the giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, they thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of Billow Maiden's Ale. Got so inebriated, I tried convincing the giants to put them in my nipples instead. Almost talked them into it too. Can you imagine? Mimir of the Bifrost teats. Those were the days. Okay, I'll stop now.
Well, then that wouldn't be any help to us right now, because you're just ahead. Whenever the giants trusted someone enough to help them travel the realms, they'd put Bifrost crystals in their eyes. Tyr had them, and so does Mimir. That's funny. Alright, give me some dwarven armor, man.
Beaming. Well, the squirt does. Can't see squat behind that frizzled fuzz you call a beard.
We found the materials. But they're so weird. How do you build a piece of
You
armor
got like
out
a
of
very
something
similar
so,
beard.
So...
None yet.
None yet?
None your fucking business. Trade secret. We get our ways.
Oh.
Fires of Ares. Heavy runic attack. A slam in the ground with a fiery wave. Dang it, I just... That's cool. Okay, that's cool, but I'm glad... Oh, wait. Yeah, I like the Prometheus. I like the one that got better. Thank God, because that would have upset me if he gave me something really cool. Yeah.
Something else we can do for you?
Nah, just... glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess
Yeah.
I was getting a bit full of myself.
Told him what he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same. I'm sorry for how I spoke to you, Sindri.
There's the apology I was looking for.
You forgive me?
Already have. Like you said, it all worked out. Now, let us get back to work before I get sentimental.
Better not be fighting with your brother again.
Just because he's gotten a little less annoying over the years doesn't mean I ain't got a customer base of my own to keep having.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Well, you came back here, didn't you?
Fair point.
Alright, moving on. Okay. So we are at... Let's keep going. So where am I headed to now? A path to Jotunheim. Our chance at Jotunheim depends on the following Tyr's hidden clue. Locate Tyr's mysterious door. Brock and Sindri made us the key to enter Tyr's hidden chamber. Oh wait, so I go down here? Oh.
Atreus, to me.
I didn't realize there was something here like this. Okay. Oh nice! I got the whole set. I think I could have come over here the entire time, and I don't think I have. Okay, let's go see. Yeah, I think I could have gotten this a long time ago. So, is it over here? Yeah, it's right here. That's not very hidden.
Tyr's rune. This is it.
We're inside. But what is this place?
Your guess is as good as mine, little brother.
Okay.
Should I shoot it?
Good lord. This place is huge.
The tree! We're underneath the realm travel room.
Oh,
Why is the floor on the ceiling?
Those realm doors seem to mirror the ones above.
okay. Okay. So we're under the, doesn't look like I can do anything with this stuff here.
I see something up there.
Oh, maybe we can interact with that one? Oh, what do you see?
Up there. Tyr used the same magic to protect the Black Rune. The clue we seek may be inside.
Huh. Right next to the Jotunheim door.
Interesting. But
Interesting.
can we reach it?
Not from here.
Oh, what's behind there?
What's happening? Why did it open? Okay, so let's keep. Oh, this door opened. Oh, Jesus.
Well, one inner sanctum within another.
Those tapestries. Looks like more giant. Whatever Tyr did for them must have been big.
This is crazy. Can I just leave? Yeah, I can. Alright, well, let's go back to the sand bowl.
Whoa, who are they?
The Hall of Tyr. Man, it's so detailed in here and very pretty in here.
Boy, this is the rune for Jotunheim.
That's right. And look, we're on the other side of the door.
The upside-down door.
What are you thinking?
Stand back.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna break it, like everything else.
It's moving!
What's moving?
Everything!
Extraordinary. The whole room is built on some kind of axle.
There's chains on both sides. Without those...
We can flip the temple.
All right!
What now?
Okay.
Uh-oh. Things are happening.
Oh, hello.
Okay. I don't think they're attacking. Want me to read this one?
Boy, on the statues.
I see them. It says void.
Ominous.
Go on. Read.
Before the first, after the last. Nothing between, no shadow cast. Ow.
Are you quite sure flipping the temple is the only way to reach the whatever it is?
You said there would be a path. The temple can be
we're
flipped.
spinning.
Therefore, we've flipped the temple. The logic is unassailable.
Okay.
Not sure what happens when we recklessly upend a room that's rooted to 8 other realms. I'm curious, of course, but it's a leap to imagine it gets us to Jotunheim.
I don't mind a leap.
Well, who knows? Perhaps you and Tyr are the same kind of mad.
Alright, another one of these things. I love these things. Excuse me.
Look here. Another.
It says
Oh,
his
baby.
name is Bergelmir. I think Mother said he was the king of the giants.
Aye,
Bergelmir?
that he was. And quite a bit more.
Looks like he had a lot of kids.
That, little brother, is what we call an understatement.
He's dead, but nobody killed him.
He's buried at the bottom of
Giants
the
die
tree.
from old age?
They may, though it's rare among the legends.
Oops. Giant with many, many children. Looks like he arrived on a sea of blood, and when he died, he left a sea of tears. Dead, but not murdered. For once. Alright, so the right chain is this way, and the other chain is probably the other way. Oh, yay! A trappy place. Okay.
Again with the death traps.
I'm gonna die if I do that. Oh man, this is really hard to time. There we go, screw it. I don't know. This, all of a sudden it just came to me. Like, I got it, okay. Like, for a minute there, I was like, this is impossible. Alright, purple wrists. Bracers of the World Serpent, nice. And they favor Runic, which is also nice. Alright, they look cool. Hopefully, hopefully I find more of those. So I'm gonna look for all the treasure here because a lot of times that armor comes in threes. So maybe I'll find the rest of the armor while I'm here.
I think this is something.
You think what's something? Are you standing in the spikes? Okay.
I had a thought, brother. Why don't you let the lad carry me for a while?
And let you miss this? No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I'm not sure what to do here, but there's sap here. Okay, so I'm guessing I throw it there. What the? What just happened? Okay, I didn't know that you could go up it. Can you go down? No. Wait, so am I supposed to go up it? Oh!
That's it then.
That scared the bejesus out of me. So I just walk here, and sprint. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god, I lived.
We made it.
Time to do what you do, brother.
What? Okay, wreck shit is what he means.
Now we can decipher those Niflheim rings. And the travel rune is here too. You wanna go?
Oh, nice. I got all of Niflheim.
Leave them in peace.
Obviously not referring to us.
Yeah, right? No, he means these. Yeah! Oh, I thought that's what I had to do. Oh, no shit. Ooh. 2 travelers? there more bad guys or something? Yeah, there is. I just don't know where they are. Enemy down? I'm not even doing anything. Oh. Oh yeah, I can just run across this. Okay. Nice. Bring them all on.
The other chain waits.
Come, the other chain waits. Alright, so we gotta go back through this way still? I think I can make it just sprinting. That scared the bejesus out of me when I took that hit. Okay.
Ah, it's the other kind. Variety is so important.
Oh, I can get through right here. Yeah.
I truly do hate this part.
I know.
And maybe... Oh, okay. It's kind of hard to tell here. I think I got it though. I just need to feel it out here. So I think I gotta go on the left side. No, I don't think I got it right. I think I got it wrong actually. Oh, okay, I didn't realize they all had them. I thought only the first two did. Okay, nice and easy. And then there's one more still after that? I think I'm good. Okay, so where's there a chest? I want a chest. What is this? This looks like an elephant or something. Oh, it's one of those animals. Like, a traveling animal like, Brock had. Okay. No chest here. Okay. definitely want to lift it up, right?
So close.
I, for one, never doubted.
Right.
Symbol of shadows, okay. Alright, no chest, and I definitely didn't miss any chests, so. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, damn right. Nice.
Until gods grow good.
Could be quite a wait.
No. They're just waiting for us.
Ha! Good one, kid. Yowza. I wish that
Roy,
the
Yes,
blades.
sir?
time to flip the temple.
Yes, sir.
Let's just agree to stop saying flip the temple. It's starting to sound normal.
I wish that the Blades of Chaos had an executioner's move.
An army of statues.
I don't think they're the kind that come to life, if that's what you're worried about.
Tyr often said that in the world of peace he envisioned, the only soldiers he'd need would be statues. Bless his heart, but the bugger did take himself rather seriously, didn't he?
Apparently. Bless his heart. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Yeah, I'm supposed to go back up.
Brothers, I know what
This
I
is an
promised,
elevator.
but in case this doesn't work, just remember, Tyr had good cause to create these obstacles. He's kept Jotunheim out of Odin's reach, but the world is hardly at peace.
No, but it's got hope. We're all working together now. We have unity. That's what the rune on the door to this place was telling us. We're on Tyr's path.
It's a good perspective, kid. Boy, I mean. Alright, let's...
your legs, brother.
He knows.
Just trying to be helpful.
Whoa.
Standing. On the day that brute force is the answer, I'll be quite happy to be on your side, brother. And when we're dead, that's a plus.
There, on the left. I think we can climb back up to the realm travel room from there.
I think you're right.
See that, Mimir? Nobody can do all this alone. All these obstacles. They're just chances to prove we're the ones who can beat them. We may argue. Me and Father, you and Freya, Brock and Sindri. But when we all work together, we do make a good team. And that's Tyr's test. That's why we're gonna make it to Jotunheim.
Do you hear that, brother? Lad's found his equilibrium.
What's that?
He means you speak wisely, Atreus. And that is good to hear.
Ha! I guess the temple was made to be flipped.
Look, the tree's upside down. Or are we? I'm not sure anymore.
I don't even see the tree. What's he talking about? Oh, it's right here.
Boy, your knife.
Stabby stab time.
Well, what have we got?
Some sort of travel stone.
Let me see. Great Aldumlazaras. That's the Unity Stone.
You know it.
I wasn't sure it existed. If Tyr possessed this, that explains how he could visit all the realms and other lands to boot.
He held this in the panel in Odin's library.
Yes. Yes, that's it. I understand now. It shows Tyr walking the realm between realms. You know how you must never stray from the path? Well, Tyr always followed his own path, if you catch my meaning.
So this makes it...
Realm between realms.
That'll make it so we can stray off the path. Explore the realm between realms.
So you're saying Tyr's shrine showed him stepping off the branch of the world tree. And you're thinking, to reach the secret path to Jotunheim...
I am.
Oh dear. That is what you're thinking, isn't it?
You guys have anything to say? Nope. Then we're going.
If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Bollocks.
Gotta be careful what you say.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, It's been an honor.
Have faith, Head.
Here we go.
This is incredible!
Oh, how can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing! How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between. Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard Peak.
But how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's little challenges are never as simple as they appear.
I
Jotunheim.
noticed.
Tower. All right. Yep, we're here, and we're almost there.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
Well, yeah, we gotta use G, health, and Spartan Rage. I wonder if we're gonna get in a boss fight.
Oh no! It took the stone!
Tower. It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening! Is it moving? It's moving!
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
Smells like Nephil.
No, this is considerably worse. Watch your back! Behind you! Look out! Behind you, brother! Oh, wow, that's over. Now, where are we?
Oh, looks like Alphon. Not ready!
Nice.
That was tough. Where do you think it's taking us next?
I do not know.
All the realms. Hell. Helheim.
Oh, no. We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come.
enough of that.
We shall see. The fire realm?
Muspelheim. This won't be good.
Oh god.
Over and pull at the same time. Before they get back up.
Who else? Who else? Ooh, a runic. Wrath of Artemis? That's cool. And so I only got a 20-second cooldown. You can do that like constantly. I think I'm good though.
You stop.
Dottie Manure. We killed this one while trying to restore the Jotunheim Tower to the Lake of Nine and all the realms. When the doors opened to Muspelheim, I guess he wanted to see what was happening. Why is every troll's first only instinct to attack?
I think it's over.
So those are only all the
where
realms
are
I've
we?
been to. So I wonder if I went to Niflheim, if I would have fought somebody from Niflheim. Because that's the only one I haven't gone to that I do have access to. Probably back in Midgard.
Look! We're
Yeah,
back
there's the
in
world
Midgard.
serpent and everything.
There's the bridge! We did it! The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giants secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of.
Hey,
The
baby.
Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And
Wow.
look! Now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens.
We can
Another
let all...
name. Gloindor.
It's as if they've been made into a memorial to the Valkyries.
We can just light all the braziers now? Okay. Well, this isn't gonna happen. It's way too quiet. And once again, it's way too easy. 3 hours and 18 minutes. Man, this game is so huge and so long. It's awesome.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
Yeah, where the hell's Baldur? There's Jotunheim. So I can also go to Niflheim. Oh no, I can't. So the only place I can go right now is Jotunheim, because it's saying all the other places are going to be temporarily unavailable.
This is it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's
no travel crystal. Tyr must have used his own eyes to refract the energy. It was his final failsafe.
Who's got eyes like him, Mimir?
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
He'd have kept it. Any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot. For years, I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
Okay, exactly, right? This is too easy, right? Now watch Brock and Sindri have been captured. Alright, no, they're right here. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a... He showed it to me, you see, and I... declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was useless.
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know he got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, the
Much better.
world serpent ate it, yep.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Yes, let's go talk to the world serpent. Alright, you ready,
Lads,
Rozzy?
I don't know what lies ahead, but now would be a good time to make sure your gear is ready for the thrust. And once more to the horn.
Alright, let's go. Alright, we're gonna go talk to the world serpent, one of my favorite things to do in this game. So excited. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's... If you have sound, turn it up. If you have headphones, turn it up. Oh yeah. So Mimir is the only person that can talk to the world serpent because the world serpent uses such an old language that nobody else can speak it except for Mimir. So Mimir knows how to talk to him. And this is what I use to call him. He's beautiful.
Is the statue lost to us?
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
Alright, we're going in.
Aye. He's not wild about it either.
I was hoping they'd talk a little more than that. The other times I talk to him, it's a longer conversation. But that's awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
So, are we really doing this? Letting the serpent swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's big enough for me to go in there. Yeah, he's freaking huge. Like, we can just walk in there. No big deal.
Hey, wait for me! You sure this is a good idea?
No.
Well, brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah, I've never been in a giant's belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one that was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Alright, here we go. Maybe we should have brought a light. Belly of the beast. Find Mimir's eye.
Funny. I used to dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing.
I'm not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child.
You are a child.
Let's find that statue.
There's all kinds of stuff in here.
Ah, smells not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather pleasant, actually.
You're so weird. There's something down there. The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye.
Oh, it's nice and bright now. Oh, there's like a treasure chest over here. I can dock here. A nice steamy treasure
There,
chest.
the hammer.
Up there, yep, that's the hammer, yep.
Dock the boat here.
Right here. How convenient that he swallowed it. Oh, there's a frog in here. Oh, poor frog. You are in a very, very bad place. Don't go in the water.
I see something over there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to spin this thing first, I think. Right? Okay, I think I leave that there, so let's go up and find out. Yeah, he swallowed like a whole harbor.
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
Okay, there's a boat. Okay. Oh, there's a big treasure chest here. Look at that. There's an eye.
Yep,
I
that's an eye.
Maybe you should stick that in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently.
Hey, he's got
Thank
both
you,
of us.
brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Look at him, he's got 2 eyes now. Kind of looks weird with 2 eyes. Well, that was easy. Well, where's Baldur? And
How's it feel, Mimir?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Yudna. There's no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
yeah,
Fate is another lie told,
Told
by the
gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
I don't know, I feel weird.
So how do we get back out?
We signal.
Hold on! What's going on? Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
Jormungandr, that's his name.
Something is wrong.
Yeah, that was a joke.
What's happening to him?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Yeah, we gotta get the
Is he
heck out of
getting
him.
hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
Oh shit.
Boy? Boy!
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this. What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant. Why would the serpent leave us here?
Look!
Freya?
Freya. We can still trust her. Right?
Until we know for certain, keep a distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
You do not know where he is then?
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong?
We're not acting suspicious like we know something or anything.
Happened.
A lot's happened.
There!
It was Baldur.
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open.
You asshole.
Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
My boy.
He's a god and he's very strong.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, Mother.
I know that you're still angry, I know that how you feel hasn't changed, but I want you...
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
No, back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do...
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
All right.
You have to go, please.
I can reach him. You have to stop fighting.
Oh, Freya's making us... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's really fast.
I don't need your help. I can protect myself.
Protected me? Selfish witch!
Oh.
I said stop!
You might want to turn away, boy. This won't be pretty.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop! No! No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
Not my blood.
What is that? I can feel this. I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
You will not do this!
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
Yeah, the
He
spell's
can
really
be
broken.
killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he remembers.
So, she like resurrected the giant to pick me up and move me.
Controlling that thing?
Yeah.
Stay out of it! I can reason with him!
No, woman! You cannot! He means to kill you!
You can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he kills me. I will protect him. I will not let him die.
How touching. This will all be over soon.
There!
You will stop this! Now!
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's very distracting. Nice.
I feel. Freezing.
Stop hurting my boy.
Oh, you're all icy now, huh?
This can hold me.
Ah!
Weak mother. I'm coming for you. It's better than I remembered.
What is that giant doing? God damn. Ah! I'm gonna get away from its shadow. Damn it! Oh yeah. Nice. Oh!
Boy! Crystal!
Oh, Jesus.
Atreus!
Clearly.
Atreus!
He wants to kill her too, though.
I'm doing wonderful. I have never felt so alive.
Stop this! Reba!
That's fair. Oh shit. Ah, Jesus.
More! Show me more!
Oh man, I'm tearing them up now. Oh. Oh! Nice.
I'll kill you!
Alright, he's getting really pissed at her now. So, the mistletoe was on Atreus' quiver because at that time at the summit, his quiver broke and we fixed it with that mistletoe. So when Baldur punched him, the mistletoe got stuck into his hand.
You don't have to do this!
And broke the spell on him that makes him not feel pain.
There!
Stop him!
Nice! Oh, this again? Ow. Ooh,
There's
ow.
been enough pain!
Shut up!
Nice! Atreus is actually helping. I got both their feet. Ah. Nice, Atreus. There you go. Now we're doing it. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Before you die, I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the All-Father himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it? What? What? Won't you die?
He is a god.
You think you got me?
Oh. Whoa, shit. Oh. Okay, so we're switching to... Damn it. Ah. There we go. Ah, damn it. Ah! Yeah. Not gonna stop. If I stop, he'll kill me. Oh. There we go. Oh boy, this is gonna get nasty.
Boy? Well done, boy.
Whoa! choking him out.
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
No, he's a fucking threat.
You will not come for us again. You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Just can't help yourself. Can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want. Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive you. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
I love you.
Why do you even care? You could have walked away.
The cycle ends here. Must be better than this.
No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything.
She is so broken.
Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough. Does he?
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with the god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving.
Many who weren't.
And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell.
He was deserving.
Is this what it is to be a god?
No.
Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
She did save our son when he fell ill. And we killed hers.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
I don't understand. I know saving her was the right thing. But she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil.
No.
You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was gonna kill her.
She would have died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
No, she won't.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
But yeah, holy
Why
shit.
did Baldur say we cost him?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
Why did mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya. The one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Yeah, so the whole time, earlier, Sindri had gave us mistletoe arrows. So that's all we needed to kill
Man.
Baldur.
Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cool piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows, they called us. Knavish spites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused. And I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Whew, I'm still like stomach's all jumpy from that whole sequence. But freaking so yeah, so if you remember at the top of Jotunheim, or when we went to the summit and broke it, and Baldur stabbed us, and that's when we got on the dragon. Atreus had shot Baldur with arrows 3 times there. If he had the mistletoe's arrows, that would have been it. But she took our mistletoe arrows from us and threw them in the fire without reason. We didn't ask why. We trusted her then. So we could have finished it way back then. Yeah, that was crazy. How do I do a recap of a 4-hour stream? Where did we start? Oh yeah, we started in Helheim, and right after the Jotunheim thing happened at the summit. So yeah, we talked to the kid, we decided, hey, it was your fault, you got to be better than this, and he kind of came around, and he wasn't so much a dick anymore. We ended up escaping Helheim, had to go into Tyr's hidden vault, find the Black Rune of Travel, I guess, and get the Jotunheim Tower to appear in Midgard. We then had to get Mimir's second eye, so that he could help us travel to Jotunheim. And the second eye was in the serpent. When we came out of the serpent, by force, Baldur forced us out of there, even though we were on our way out. We fought him, and that all just happened just now. This stream is so long because, one, I started it over at one point, and two, that whole side quest was really long. That was like an hour, maybe an hour, 45 minutes at least. So, I'll probably trim that side quest to basically nothing, because I really didn't get anything from it. I didn't even get anything that I'm using. I guess that's it. That part with Freya and Baldur, that's tough, man. That's tough.